Okay, we are going to talk a little bit about the introduction of drafting. So, a little bit is there's a difference between artistic drawings and technical drawings. What's the difference? Well, the difference is, the big thing is artistic give more of a picturesque view of the items rather than giving all the technical details. So a technical drawing gives you all the information such as sizes, holes, locations, everything like that. An artistic drawing gives you an idea of what it's supposed to look like, and a technical drawing gives you all the information you need to actually make it. So that's the difference. A couple of different types of drawings we have here. We have multi-view versus isometric. Multi-view give basically the views of the parts, where isometric gives you a 3D representation of it, or a pictorial. Over here we have cavalier versus cabinet oblique. Now, these are pictorials, so they give you more of a 3D view of it, but a cavalier gives you full-scale depth, where a cabinet gives you half-scale depth. I always like to remember the cabinet because, well, it's like a wall shelf, and they aren't as deep as, I don't know, that's how I remember it. Perspective views versus oblique. Oblique up here, you can see, basically gives you a front view with a depth at some angle. The angle doesn't really matter. That's what we have here. Perspective actually goes to a point, so maybe a vanishing point out here. So, media, different surfaces which are drawn upon. Now, tracing paper, vellum, polyester. This used to be really common. Now we have computers and printers, and this is not as common. Now, copying with vellum and stuff, that can be cheaper on a large scale. But for the most part, everyone just prints things now. So now we have ANSI, the American National Standards Institute, and so they've set sheet sizes and all sorts of information and stuff we need to follow. So, and this is just a paper or a slide in here that shows you the different sizes and what they stand for. So, US standard, architectural standard, metric size. So, A, B, C, and such. Oh, let's see about going back here. This is pencil hardnesses. This isn't going to matter too much for us. We aren't hand sketching, but you can see that the bigger the number, the softer it goes when it's in B and then H, so it's not really too big a deal. Alright, so this just shows different line types, and we're going to be going over some of this in some later drawings or even a quiz, but you can see that we have object lines. Not sure where it tells us that, or a visible line. That's an object line. Some other important ones are center lines. They're line dash line. We have extension lines that are for dimensioning, and we have dimension lines. They actually have the arrowhead on them. Cutting plane line, it looks like this. It's a line dash dash line. Center line, we talked about. Chain line. This line in here, I don't know if it's labeled. Ah, it's a hidden line. Okay, here's a little breakdown of what lines looked like, extension, sketch, that kind of stuff.